totally and brutally honest here. Sean Corbin makes Valery Brudov look like Ivan Drago. It's as simple as that. He's beat what's in front of him tonight. He faces me. He's going to visit mental demons again. And let's get something straight. Come to me, mate. You come to me. Next time, ain't no judges going to be needed. I'm going to do worse than Kovalev. I am going to do worse than Kovalev.
On Saturday night, mate, you better hold it together. I'm going to smash it near you to pieces, mate. I'm going to hit him. When he gets in the ring and we get 10-ounce gloves on, I'm going to smash his head to bits. I'm going to do it November the 30th against all odds. No matter what people say, the journalists write what you want. All as I'll say is tune back in and then look at me on December the 1st when I am world champion. It's as simple as that.
I'm willing to die in that ring. It's as simple as that. I am willing to die. I'm willing to die, Zaki. Is he?
You fucking right. Nomination for Lukey Boxing, mentioned it earlier, mentioning Paulie Malignaggi as a Hall of Famer, nominated by SS Dev 67. He did only ask the question, to be fair, Paulie, but shouldn't even be asking the question, to be honest. Here's a good one, Andy. Jamie Coleman has nominated Bunsey. Meet Sam Jones, the old school boxing manager, proving critics wrong with heavyweight Joe Joyce. As I said during the week, he's old school indeed. I hear Teddy Brenner used to like a dash of the old eyeliner as well in the 60s when he was making the Madison Square Garden fights.
Did he? Yeah, I mean, Sam likes to bleach his teeth and that. I did notice he's unblocked me on Twitter as well.
Unlucky for you.
Unlucky for me, because I was someone in the chat there says that apparently, was it you, Oz? But a comment that we got made or something like that.
Sorry?
I don't know if it was you. There was someone says that there was a comment made on this. There was a comment made on this podcast.
Yeah. It was
right?
came from Boxing First.
That's who it was. Aye.
Yeah.
So apparently, there's a comment being made in this podcast. Sam Jones has then got in touch with Boxing First on Instagram that he wants to get in touch with him, and then obviously the message ends up getting deleted. So I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, I found it quite strange actually because he said me blocked for a wee while actually, and all of a sudden we're making a few comments on the upcoming fights and about his licensing situation and that, and then all of a sudden we're unblocked. So maybe he's clearly wanting to see what we're up to and what we're saying and stuff. So yeah, Sam can come on the show if he wants, provided he can leave.
You've got his picture in the top corner there for him, ready.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he doesn't come on the camera because we'll need to get the shades on for his fucking teeth. You know, and stop dyeing that fucking that stupid fucking beard you've got as well, kind of all kind of cropped off and all that sort of stuff. Now that's just be a man. Wear stubble. Do it right. Gonna boot like that fucking idiot does the what do you call it, the one show. He's all that groomed way in that, man. It looks wrong in that, you know. Hopefully he's looking for that fucking block button just now as well.
Maybe he's had a beard transplant under.
Maybe. But it says people Bunce as well, man. He was fucking his favourite comment, the after timers and all that sort of stuff. I'm like, Bunce, man, I mean, he clearly clopped a lot of shit for that article and that, because Bunce is right on the defensive straight away, isn't he? But yeah. So get Sam Jones on the show. He can leave the mum jokes at the door if he wants and that as well, because that's his go-to put down and stuff. And he tries to get pictures of you and stuff to try and prove how much an ugly bastard you are compared to him and all that sort of shit. Just the typical childish passion that. But maybe he's good at what he does. I've no idea what his job entails, to be honest with you. I've not even got any fucking interest, other than the fact that he's an absolute banger. But people say he's a good guy and all that sort of stuff, so who am I to say? Maybe he is a top bloke, but what I've come across with him and stuff like that is a fucking banger.
Yeah, Sam, doors open. Come join us if you wish. Nomination for Clarissa Shields. Smiggers Titties pulled a good one this week. Put up a picture of Clarissa next to a punch bag. Exclusive. Clarissa Shields confirms relationship with British heavyweight Dave Allen. Intimate photo released of the new couple. Bernie J76 nominated her for that one. That was a good one from them boys. Clarissa likes a bit of banter with the UK boxing fans. This is a strange one. Maybe you can fill me in here. I can't remember who nominated it, but Kevin Murray put one up saying, I almost feel sorry for Jack Massey's next opponent. The robbery in his last fight has made him angry, hungrier, meaner, and determined not to leave his next fight in the hands of the judges. Big title fight news coming soon. I can only think that he's referring to the Jack Massey-Richard Riakpori fight, which I thought Riakpori won fair and square, to be honest.
No, I thought I had Massey winning that, actually.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different fight then.
No, it's definitely that one. It's the only loss that thing he had. And Massey was dropped in the 10th, and it wasn't. It was He shouldn't have been dropped. I know Bob Williams put in a shocker of a card, 117, 111. I had Massey winning, but it wasn't a robbery. As you said, you had Riakpo winning. I had Massey winning. Therefore, if you can make an argument for both sides, for me, it's not a robbery.
Yeah.
John Ryder, Callum Smith was a fucking robbery.
Stephen Espinoza, this is a good one for Eddie Hearn. RIP Showtime, says Eddie, went on a little rant on Fight Hub TV. Espinoza quote tweeted him, too ferocious, too competitive, hardly. And then as Andy said, Eddie put the old, well, I look sexy in that video. That was shit from Eddie, that was, man. Espinoza dropped a bomb right on his head. I'm liking a bit of Stephen Espinoza lately. Florian Marcoux tweeted out, Conor Benn is scared. He wants to fight Ashley. This guy is 40 years old. This is what cowards do. Eddie Hearn, stop protecting this girl. If I am an easy fight, let's make it happen. Billy Nelson, friend of the pod, jumped in. He said, you should earn the right to fight him like everyone else does, Florian. You are a 6-fight novice and should gain more experience. I like your attitude, but you've got plenty of time. You need to earn that right, Andy, to fight Conor Benn. Get in line.
Who's going to fight Conor Benn?
Florian Marcoux called out Conor Benn, and Billy Nelson said that he needs to earn the right to fight Conor like everybody else.
Fuck. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Conor Benn, all he's fighting now is a fucking stubble. That's all he's fighting just now. He's in ridiculous shape. I won't give him that much, I'll tell you that. I seen a picture of him the other week. Fuck me, he's in some shredded to fuck.
Good old Conor might be fighting Marcoux. Liking this one, Rob, from Ivan Redcatch. He's obviously having a bit of beef with Gervonta Davis. Santa Cruz is fighting Davis. Picture of the two guys together, which I think was from the night he fought Frampton, actually. They're on the same card anyway. A message putting through to Leo, I'm sure of your next win, brother. Fuck his ass. So that could be an interesting strategy for Santa Cruz to try and beat Davis.
Oh, that's the kind of thing I expect Davis to come out with. His crew, his motley crew of fucking people and that, just fuck him in the ass, bro. And go all ghetto on that guy, you know, all that stuff. I was going to drop the N-word there, but I can't say that, you know.
Get us banned again. Anything goes, not quite. Michael Benson talking about Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. David Almond nominated that one. David Hay, this is a train you need to get onto, Aussie. Guarding the face, ex-boxer David Hay launches mask to fight COVID-19. Economics has nominated him for Bellew of the Week, but Dave doesn't miss an opportunity to jump on a bandwagon.
It was going to break apart, really, eh?
Yeah, definitely not. Look, Hayes there. He's a man of the people. He's trying to get the masks out there. Why not? Nothing against that. I can see you in one of Derek Chisora's masks, Steve, actually.
Ah, yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I think you'd suit that.
Might do. Might get into that. Abu Returns at Bryce has nominated O'Hara Davis. He's a bit of a troll, Davis. Thanks for the advice today, Billy Joe Saunders. One of the smartest people out there. I'm not sure what advice he was giving him. Maybe there were a few black eyes back at home whenever O'Hara got back there, but a bit of advice from Billy. I'm sure you guys saw this one. Nathan Shaw nominated it. ESPN seemed to be celebrating it. Golden Boy seemed to be celebrating it. Seniesa Estrada knocks out a girl called Atkins, I think it was, in 7 seconds. It was a complete and utter mismatch. The girl came out, shit her pants, got battered in 7 seconds. It was pretty embarrassing, really. They were celebrating it. Bellew of the Week for Golden Boy Matchmakers, Andy, for this one. A fucking disgrace. Did you not see the clip?
I seen the clip, aye, but I was like, I think the woman that got knocked out, had only so many fights, but the fighters that she'd faced didn't have any wins or anything like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And they're like, you know, wow, beast and all that sort of
yeah.
Fucking, what can well, I know we've been struggling for content and stuff, but for fuck's sake, man. PBC's the way to go, telling you. All you haters, Steve Kim and all the boys, that you need to start fucking picking up your old bags and go back to Big Al, take his schlong out his pants and say, Al, you are the god.
Liking this from you, Andy, this new turn.
Praise be to Al.
Praise be to Al, absolutely. Rick Law was asking for Don King's stories. We'll do that in the future. Nomination from Porky for Dominic Ingle. He's brought out a new single. He's quick, he's slick, he don't miss a trick. Fast Car Eddie. New song releasing on the 27th of July. That's tomorrow, available on all streaming platforms. Just like us, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Nothing less than 1 star.
Who's released that, Dom?
Dominic Ingle. He's slick, he's quick, he doesn't miss a trick. Fast Car Eddie, the single.
Fast car. I remember hearing that. Oh, what a cringy fucking idiot, man. You can see him. He actually like. No, we're giving it too much fucking thought, man. Honest to God, what a.
It's his greatest song since Coronavirus, and you don't remember Coronavirus.
Oh, aye.
he's an odd bloke. Why would you make a song up, A, about coronavirus, and then B, about Eddie Hearn?
I dropped a couple of downers so I could go to sleep actually when I heard that shit.
You should have put the two together, like a song with like where Eddie gets it or something. That would maybe shook things up a bit.
I can't believe though he's made a music video for it, and he's now releasing it properly on like Spotify and things like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And then Porky told me he had a tour booked of that, like a pub tour in the area he's in, to go and sing the song. It was like a thingy, but he's had to cancel it because
it's shit.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I just find it really bizarre. Just stick to keep doing what you're doing, Dom, and just like you're a decent.
Another casualty of COVID. That one.
Don't write songs about fucking Eddie Hearn and stuff.
What do you mean? I was doing what he's doing. You talking about you're doing like the decline, the growth.
Mate, those comments are nothing to do with the boxing asylum. Any legal letters, please send them to A. Patterson of Scotland.
Ben Wiseman Industries.
Ben Wiseman Industries, yeah. Good old Ben. Right, moving on. Joseph J.O.T.H.D. PhD. Haven't heard from him in a while. Somebody nominated this. Can't remember who it was. Deontay Wilder, says Joseph. Believe you mean Mike Tyson is coming for you, man, because you did rant and disrespected Iron Mike in your numerous world interviews. Where are you going to hide now? What would you do now? Mike is coming for you after this bout with Ron Jones Jr. So once Mike Tyson gets rid of Ron Jones Jr., he's going after Deontay Wilder, according to the doctor.
I'd rather see Ron Jones Jr. fight Tyson than Roy, I'll tell you that.
I know. That's going to have to be a nomination, isn't it, that Tyson-Jones, Rob?
Jesus. Yeah, sorry, man. I was talking to the neighbour there, so I don't know if you were coming to me, but yeah, come back to me on that one for sure.
Talking about Jones and that, by the way, I see he was actually getting some osteopath working on his back and stuff. And the fucking idiot pulled out a fucking ball hammer and a fucking chisel and started fucking hammering his fucking lower lumbaries. I'm like, fucking hell.
What the fuck? Turning his back into an ottoman? What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck, I'll show it. I'll need to
He
get
won't
the video,
make the
man.
fight. Leave him alone, he won't make the fucking fight.
I'll send you the video if I can find it. I've seen it on Twitter last night. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? But I would say,
Tell you how much of a lunatic Roy Jones is. A good clip came out during the week. You know the rapper Fat Joe?
Yeah.
Well, he's from the Bronx, like, and notoriously affiliated to nefarious characters, let's say the least. And he's thrown a party in New York, and he's put a line in one of his rap songs saying, even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. And Roy has gone there with just 4 lads to confront Fat Joe and his entourage 150, waits around the corner to catch him on his own. I was like, what's the fucking crack with that rap song? You want to box him out? And Fat Joe apologised to him or whatever. Like, but Fat Joe was explaining to him, they did an interview together, and he was like, I was like, people there that probably would have shot you. And Roy Jones was like, I knew that, but I just wanted to get there first and see what you had to say. So, yeah, come back to me on the Tyson Jones one when we get there. Fuck me.
We're getting there very soon. Sam Dorset at The Real Deal has nominated Prince Patel. He wants a piece of Tyson. If he does, I would like to put my name out there, says Patel down at bantamweight. For the comeback fight, would be an honour to share a ring with Mike Tyson. I bring a 26-1 record with 21 KOs, current African champion. I wouldn't be averse to that, Andy. Tyson against Prince Patel. I wouldn't mind seeing that finished.
Tyson Fury?
No, Mike Tyson against Prince Patel's calling out Mike Tyson here.
Look, I don't care who the fuck you are, by the way. Unless you're an absolute pro heavyweight, nobody calls out Mike Tyson. I don't give a... Even at that age, man, he's still fucking decapitating. But I can see Cook and Cassius kind of banging drum for that fight. Like, I can see it happening.
Absolutely. Tony Bellew, cowards carry knives. Ben Thorns alerted me to the comments section. Too many to mention. PJ Bennett 18. Is there a Bellew of the century? If so, I think we have a winner. I've seen better, but it was a good one. Be real boxing. Can Mike Tyson right now beat Charles Martin, Michael Hunter, Kubrat Pulev, Luis Ortiz and Povetkin? I'd say yes. The top tier is a hard ask at his age, but what do you all think? At Be Real TV, he's a regular contributor, actually. I haven't heard from him in a while, but yeah, that was a good one. Joe Kennedy is nominated curly-headed Ho-Reg. I don't know who's dumber, the people who said Josh Taylor beats Virgil Ortiz or the people who said Virgil Ortiz beats Danny Swift Garcia and Thurman. I've listened to a lot of podcasts during the week, Andy, as you know, And a lot of people seem to shit on Josh Taylor from the other side of the pond. The Americans don't seem to give him enough credit, I don't think.
Yeah, Lance Pugmire's one of the people, actually, when you mentioned it. When Josh got done for the situation in the pub, actually, Pugmire's on Twitter not saying, I'm picking the guy who lives a clean life, not outside the ring and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, Taylor's, I suppose, at the minute, and that he's, to the Americans at least, he's a nobody, really. You think the program one might have kind of like eased him over a wee bit with him, but obviously he's out of ring antics seem to have kind of hoiting them a little bit, shall we say, with some people. But at the end of the day, people have got their biases, they've got their agendas. We've all got our own, I suppose. We all back our own, we all support somebody. I just think Pugmire and the likes of Kim and that, do exactly that. They kind of pick a fighter, and they're just they're like the rest of us. They're fans, but they've got better access than what we've got, and they've got like a more bigger platform to say what they want to think. So yeah.
Sam Dorset, final one from me. At The Real Deal, nominated Blonde Bomber, Ebony Bridges. Big fan of Ebony over here. Not so much her boxing, but anyway, I'm a professional boxer, and a UK boxing fan has just paid me £500 to send my dirty training socks to him in the UK. UK boxing fans are the best, says Australian Ebony. Hashtag not mad, hashtag easy money, hashtag get them while they're cheap. I wonder who's buying Ebony Bridges' socks, Ozzy?
I thought it was you, mate.
Well, I bought the first pair, but I haven't bought the second pair, so the jury's out.
Might be Dominic Ingle. He's making songs. He might be buying socks. Who knows?
Final one, boys. Let's get back to the ring in Malawi just for the lol, shall we? I feel sorry for them, but if you can't laugh at someone else, who can you laugh at? Liking that type of content, Andy?
Oh, I love it, man. I'm just watching it because we're slightly delayed with the YouTube and that, but I just watched it again there. I say, just waiting for the Undertaker to come up through the ring there and say, I'm back, but fuck's sake, man. I hope they're all right there. Like, I mean, Christ, I look like it was a fucking 6 feet drop to the bottom of the ring floor there. Like, fuck me.
Joe, Miranda Adkins has got nominated, and the fanfare around the knockout was nominated too. Any nominations from you, Andy?
Yeah. You got the one about the sun, eh?
Was that the Golovkin one? I actually forgot to screenshot that. Go ahead.
Right, Mike Tyson, the Sun, they've basically put out this article, and it says Mike Tyson delivered devastating David Golota KO while high after smoking cannabis and cheated drugs test. So this instantly brings up the fucking Fools and Horses comments and that. Did they mean Rodney or did they mean Dave? I don't know. It's not so much a Bellew of the Week nomination, but I did find it funny, actually. I know. I found it quite funny, actually. It was somebody tagged us in, mate. Looney Tune Boxing. Did you get that one?
That's pretty good, yeah.
It was a good one. So basically,
cartoon of little bathing tears.
Yeah, so he's got Oscar De La Hoya with Virgil Ortiz sitting on Oscar's shoulders eating an ice cream, and you've got wee biscuit face arse Ryan Garcia standing next to Oscar, arms folded, looking at him. If they say like he's all like face tripping and stuff like that. So as I say, I'm not the only one, but people would say that Ortiz should have been the pony that he should have been backing for the off. No Garcia, who, by the way, if you listen to Kenny Keefe and Vince Cummins on the Boxing Rant, they actually interviewed Garcia. I think it was at one of the Golovkin fights, I'm sure.
Kovalev.
Was it Kovalev?
No, it was Kovalev Canelo, sorry.
Was it Kovalev Canelo? And they say that when he appeared to get interviewed, he had his own fucking team of photographers, filmmakers. Obviously, he's probably his family or whatever, stuff like that. So his mind has got this. He is this brand, right? And in his head, he is like this brand because he has got so many followers on Instagram and Twitter and all these bitches following him, stuff like that. But I'm sorry, man. You
need that shit, baby. You need that. that.
Sounds like you, Rob, when you go to Super Value.
Fuck, man.
That's it. They're London down in Ferndale. That's what you need. They're not wearing the mask. You wear the mask. No, he's. I think he's going to do it, man. I think actually he's going to be matched very well along the way. But him versus Campbell is a big test. I think that fight's made, isn't it? So I think he's going to do it. I know he's a little shit man, and he's brilliant to laugh at, like, and he's going to be comedy gold as he progresses. But I do believe in him as a fighter, even though he's in a red hot division, and
I agree.
he's one of the ones making it exciting, I think. But he is a little shit. He's probably about to start bathing in tears in that cartoon.
Any more, Andy?
He has a fucking momager as well, doesn't he? He's like a Kardashian. His ma is his manager, and he calls it his momager.
Manager, fuck's sake.
Chris Avalos used to be like that. When he fought Frampton, his mom was there giving it the big one. She spat a bit of chewing gum at Frampton and everything.
I've seen Sergio Martinez actually saying this. It's probably kind of true actually as well. He says, I finished the fight with Chavez and I had over 1,000 missed phone calls. The night I lost my last fight against Miguel Cotto, I had 4 missed calls. One was from an unknown number and the other 3 were from my mother. That put everything in its place. So Ryan Garcia's kicking about with this fucking entourage, right? What's going to happen, baby, when you get fucking knocked out? They're all going to fade into the sunset. And you're going to be left to pick up and bathe in all those fucking tears.
That's a fact. And that goes to Javante and all the rest of them as well. Like, get those fucking entourages away from you.
Ozzy, any nominations from you?
No, none from me.
Any from you, Rob, barring Tyson Jones? Ron Jones? None of this?
There was a clip I saw on Facebook of a DAZN card with a female fighter, some Latin name, can't think of it off the top of my head. She's fighting one, she's 19-0, something KOs. She's fighting one 5-1 with 5 KOs. And the bell rang, the Latin fighter ran across the ring, and the other lady, she put her hands up, you know, like when people shuffle, like when they're pretending to box, they've never done it before, and you see them and they just put their hands. Like, she looked like she's never had a fight before. And with the first combination within 7 seconds, she is sparkled, and I mean sparkled on the canvas. So, matchmaker for that one.
We had that one. That was Senier, Sue Estrada, and then they all celebrated the knockout on social media afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the case. Maybe it just came up from, maybe it wasn't recently, like it could have been happened before, but my God, like, whoever the fucking matchmaker was, at this house did she get a license to fight? In hell, man. Shocking, absolutely shocking. So, yeah, and of course, the Jones-Tyson. It's not even a Bellew of the week for me. I know I was outraged about Tyson coming back and I had me rant. And you know Roy Jones anyway. Like, you didn't think that was going to be the end for Roy. He just wants to keep fighting. And I know Tyson is big on history. And I remember when he fought Etienne that time that he mentioned, I think he mentioned Henry Armstrong fighting Sugar Ray Robinson and them giving each other a payday. And I'm wondering, is this a bit of that or giving each other a moment because this fight should have happened? And that was the natural fight for Jones to have after Ruiz rather than go back down and capture the light heavyweight title like he wanted to. But it's kind of sad to me, man. And I think he fucking could. I don't know what way it's even going to go. An exhibition for 8 rounds, or they're just going to have a feel out. You'd imagine it'd be competitive. But like if Tyson, even at 55, if he hits Jones, who's been knocked out by fucking Danny Green, you know, his punch resistance is completely gone. Like, what the fuck is this going to look like? It's sad to me, man. I don't, like, 2 idols of mine, like, I don't want to see this. Like, I don't think I'm going to watch it. Like, I don't like it.
You will. You'll watch it.
Yeah, I will watch it, but I won't stay up though.
I'm going to watch it because listen, if you listen to Mike Tyson, his podcast these days, right? This is a guy very philosophical, right? And to be honest, Roy Jones without that athletic ability that made him so great in that, he's got no fucking business in the ring. And there is Tyson, by the way, but have you seen Tyson on the pads? I know pad work's no a fight, but fuck me, man, he still looks like he could explode for like maybe two rounds max. I know he's like 56, I don't know what age he is, mid-50s anyway. But if you listen to Mike Tyson on his podcast sometimes, I swear to God, you would think he's about to commit fucking murder. And if I'm telling you, I'm going to watch it, and Tyson's going to fucking knock him out. He's going to, unless there's some sort of prearranged outcome here, Tyson will fuck him up.
Well, Tyson's the only benefactor in this situation because it's a romantic end to the Mike Tyson story. He's come full circle, the baddest man on the planet, spiraled out of control, back in balance, licking fucking DMT tubs in Peru and growing weed farms, and it's like he's more popular now nearly than ever in part of pop culture. Like, so if he comes back and he knocks out the great Roy Jones to the public, he's, it's kind of it's a moment of vindication for the new Mike Tyson. But Roy Jones has nothing to gain from this. Like, if he gets sparkled by Mike Tyson, it just further sours his legacy to the casuals and the other people who will then detract from his greatness, kind of, like, because that's how they're going to remember him. I don't like it at all. I wouldn't rule out Tyson knocking him out at all.
Wasn't this fight touted back in 2003 whenever Jones beat
after
Ruiz?
After Ruiz. I mean, Jones always said...
I can't remember what happened there.
I think Tyson got to jail, I think, because it wasn't for the rape situation, it was for something else, I'm sure. And when they found out, because he was only willing to hang about for the Tyson fight, Jones, and when it wasn't going to happen, he was in fucking stress because he had to get 25 pound of muscle off to fight Tarver in the first fight. Right.
Shouldn't have done that. That was the beginning of the downfall, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm still
too quick. About 6 months, didn't they?
Yeah, it was something ridiculous.
Biggest mistake of his life. I know he would have wanted to go on, and that's his persona. Like, he wants to fight to the death almost. Roy Jones, like I said, he's a banger. Like, Roy Jones, like, he probably could not be with the upbringing that he had, but like, fuck me, if he'd have retired after Ruiz, we would be sitting here talking about him in a really different way. Everybody would, like.
I'm frantically going through Twitter now trying to find this osteopath working on Roy Jones, by the way, and I cannot find it yet. So if anybody can remember what I'm talking about here, Roy Jones lying on a massage table, getting stretched out, getting his back cracked into place now, and this motherfucking guy who's working on him pulls out a sledgehammer and some sort of pipe or chisel and that, and starts fucking banging away at Roy's lower lumbar to try and get his legs stretched further than that. I'm like, fucking incredible. This guy's like, what age is Roy now? Must be early 50s.
Yeah, early 50s. Used to be into cockfighting, didn't he? He used to breed roosters down in Pensacola and have them fighting in the backyard and stuff.
Yeah, my name's into all that stuff as well, cockfighting and that,
Says he learned a lot of his moves from watching their movements, Roy Jones. That's where he got his unorthodox style. I remember the guy on News Talk in Ireland tried to take him to task, by the way. Tried to morally change Roy Jones's views live on air after the end of a really good interview. Fucked it up by fucking some virtue signal into Roy about the ethics of cockfighting, and Roy was like, if you're interested in chicken, go protest McDonald's, they kill 1 million chickens every day, like. And he just hung up. It was fucking brilliant.
Good lad. Ozzy, you've got another nomination coming in, Fast and Furious.
Yeah, so it's for the man who wants to remain, left alone, Anthony Bellew. So Matchroom have just released their fight week schedule in the run-up to Saturday's show. And on Thursday at 7 o'clock, there is a live Q&A with the one and only Tony Bellew. Eddie just won't leave him alone. And he keeps
He would go to an open of a casket, wouldn't he?
Oh, he's ruthless, man. He's just got everything.
Fucking hell.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm wondering when he's going to put all this SAS training to good use and go and tackle ISIS like he said he would. Just get it over with.
Tony. Wouldn't be the same without Tony. It is the Bellew of the week after all. Right, who are we going to go for? Andy, I'm going to go this week for Steven Espinoza. Not for him, but for his... I like his trolling game. For someone who has that much money and such a high-profile position, he could just ignore. But I love the way he trolls Eddie. I'm pleased with that type of form from him.
Yeah, and I've also got to put I'm really heading towards Eddie as well for that wee bitch ass response he came back with. I mean, really, is that the best you've got? I mean, the king of Brentwood banter juice, that is the best you've got. Oh, I'm a sexy bastard. Who talks like that? Seriously, God. I mean, okay, you're with your mates and that. Fucking am. Even then, I didn't even talk like that. What a fucking nonce, man. Just behave. Just take it in the chin. You just own up to it. Okay, well done. Give him respect and stuff like that. Instead of that, what does he do? He feeds people like fucking Coppinger bullshit fucking facts to say that fucking Frank Warren's BT show fucking plummeted in the ratings when it was all total bullshit. So just a wee bit less fucking propaganda, Ed, and put on some good fights. Good evening, Edward.
2 for Eddie then. It's looking strong, Ozzy. Who are you going for?
Yeah, Edward for me. But again, an honorary mention for the apparent missing man, Anthony Bellew.
Yes, Bellew. Missing since he put David Hay into retirement, making face masks now. Bit of fast car Eddie maybe floating your boat, Rob. You could get in, do like a little bit of a rap solo in the middle of Dom's
I'd
next.
forget it. Eddie put me on a matchroom like Stormzy. I'd forget everything I said about Eddie. I'd be team matchroom. I'd be like, what you don't understand is Cougs. Yeah, give it to Eddie, man. We haven't given you the Bellew of the week for a long time, like. And Bellew was the late runner as well, by the way, with his Q&A. Who knows what kind of questions he's going to answer? Is this going to be the highlight of his career? Was beating fucking not Yakubu.
Makabu.
He played for Everton. Makabu.
Yakubu.
At Goodison
When he
Park.
punched Middlesbrough legend Yakubu in the street.
Or was it getting up after getting his head bounced off the canvas by Owen McKenzie? Who knows? It's the cliffhanger.
I found that Roy Jones thing. I'll put it in the chat shortly, man. Honestly, you need to see this. Honestly, fuck. Apparently, this guy's done it. I just found his name there. Dr. Bew Hightower, his name is Dr. Bew Hightower.
Oh, Bew Hightower, yeah.
He used to box first and that for giving me the name, so I managed to find it there. So I've just put it in the chat there. You honestly, God, you see him just pull out the sledgehammer, man. And there's another video I've seen him actually kind of like hitting somebody right up the fart box with it as well, and that. So I don't know what about it. So I need to go back and check that one.
That's for the British Horse Clinic. Right, well done, Eddie. You've won.
That feels like a Donny video.